Hey guys, this is Sail the Plains. Today is the 27th of May. I have almost packed up all my stuff. Tomorrow, it is my last day in the military tomorrow. And it's pretty bittersweet, you know, but tomorrow starts a big road trip for me. I'm originally from Indiana, so I'm going to leave Monterey, California and head north. I plan to hit the Redwood National Park, Crater Lake, Portland, Oregon. Some friends told me I need to stop in the Olympia National Park in Washington State, and then Seattle. I'm thinking about going to Vancouver since it's just right over the border and I have a passport. And I don't think it's very far, Vancouver from Seattle. After that, I'm going to head east to Wyoming, and I'm hoping to catch Yellowstone Park. And I guess just whatever else I see in between. When you jump on, I believe it's I-90 out of Yellowstone, it's like 1,300 miles to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So I'm hoping to find some neat stuff out there. I'm definitely going to take my camera, obviously, along, and just record stuff that I see while I'm out there. I'll post it as I can. I don't know when I'll have internet access. It'll probably be really sporadic, but I think it'll be a good time. Like I said, it's kind of bittersweet for me to leave. I really wanted the military to work out, but, you know, it is what it is. You know, after they diagnosed me with PTSD, lupus, and fibromyalgia, it was kind of like, well, you've, you know, got kind of the trifecta of stupid there, like, so it'll probably be for the best. I hated all the constant scrutiny anyway. I did meet some really great people while I was here, though. Luckily, also, I'd already been to college, so I've already got my undergrad out of the way, at least. Of course, you know, nobody can make any money with an undergrad anymore. But I guess mostly what it is like for the first time in my life, I just don't have a plan. And, I'm not sure what to do about that. I've had a job since I was 16, you know. My first job, I was a computer tech, and I kept that job for 2.5 years. So I went to college, and then I thought, well, you know, when I get through college, then I'll be able to get a job somewhere, and it just, you know, the economy tanked out, and basically everybody from my generation got screwed, because, you know, tuition rates and especially interest rates on loans are just awful. I'm 28 now, and it's been a kind of, part of me feels like I wasted, you know, a lot of years of my 20s. But, you know, I learned a lot, did some interesting things. I've done a lot of different things. One time I worked in a metal factory using the giant, like those 4-foot freaking circular, well, it's circular saw, but it's in a big oval, and it's this big whirling blade, and, you know, cutting up metal parts, you know, just into chunks, and then driving them to a recycling station, you know. And then here I was a linguist, you know, I learned Turkish, and I can still get along pretty well in it, and I can understand it when my teachers, like if I see them and they speak to me, I have a hard time responding. I was never that good at speaking. I always get nervous. But now, you know, I'm closing again on this section of life, I guess. It's kind of depressing in a way because I've been trying to find something that would work for a long time. And then, you know, college was pretty rough on me for a lot of reasons. And then, you know, I go into the military, and then it's like medically just trying to do my best impression of Steve Rogers, except I don't get to jump in a sexy machine. And the military was always like a last resort for me. I was so upset the day I signed the paperwork, but, you know, it's like I needed the money, and I needed a place to live, so I went with it. But now that my last resort has, you know, I mean, I've been in almost 4 years, almost a whole enlistment, basically in 3.5 years, basically 4. And I've been rated at, 40% for medical benefits, and I get some stuff out of that. But I guess now I'm not really sure what to do. So, I'm going to take this trip and just drive and see what I can find. I like this part of the country a lot more than I thought I would. I mean, in Indiana, there are no farmers markets. And people around here were like, really, in Indiana, there are none? It's like, well, it's kind of like, okay, do you want this kind of corn? Do you want this kind of corn? Or do you want this kind of corn? Or soybeans? I mean, there's not really a lot of variety. This is my first time living out on the West Coast, and I really like it. I don't think I'd stay in California, though, because it's too expensive, And I can't... Where does it snow on this side of the country? One of my sergeants told me I should go live in Salt Lake City, Utah, that he has, that there's some cool companies out there. So, anyway, I'm going to check out some places and just kind of see what I can find. I haven't heard thunder in 3.5 years, and I haven't seen snow in 3.5 years. I would have liked seeing snow again. I miss snow. I hate summertime. I hate the heat. And I miss thunder, but I know it's going to scare the shit out of me the first time I get into a thunderstorm again, because I haven't heard it in so long. It's going to scare the crap out of me. So I guess this trip is, going to be some probably introspection dangerously. I packed up my car last night for the most part and putting my blankets in the back seat. I plan on just sleeping in my car because there's no point in getting hotel rooms every night when they're expensive, so there's no point. Maybe a hostel though in Seattle, because I heard there's some really cool places to see in Portland and in Seattle. Pike's Place, I think, in Seattle. I've got a list. I've got like a whole list that people have given me of places that I need to see. So I'm just going to take video while I'm out there, and just, when I can, I'm going to throw it up, whatever it is, and I'm going to have a whole playlist going. So whoever I meet and whoever I talk to, they'll all be in there. So, well, I guess I feel like I almost shouldn't salute the camera anymore. I guess I still can. At least this time. You guys keep being awesome. I hope you enjoyed the show. For probably the last time from Monterey. I'll talk to you guys later.